Namaskar Virgos, welcome to your reading for the month of May 2020. So let us begin your reading and let us see what the cards and the planets have in store for you. So in the beginning of the month only we have a lot of planetary movement happening. We have Mars, the planet of war and aggression and the medical profession and authority, is moving into the sign of Aquarius on 5th of Mars. So when Mars went into Capricorn, when Mars entered Capricorn on 22nd of March, that is the day when the entire world sort of progressed into lockdown, more so in India. Now with the Mars moving into Aquarius on 5th of May, we can expect some kind of relief or ease in the lockdown situation. Then on 9th of May, we have Mercury, the planet of finance, the God's messenger, moving into Taurus, which is your 9th house. So 9th house is the house of luck. It is the house of good fortune. So good fortune obviously is going to be there in your life. Then on 10th of May, we have Moon moving into Sagittarius, which is your 4th house, and Moon actually rules. So when Moon is going to be in Sagittarius, it is kind of forming a Kal Sarp dosh with the Ketu being on the other side, and for 2-3 days it can happen that you can be little bit more emotional than usual. So take care around 10th of May. Then 11th of May onwards, we have 3 very important planets going retrograde. Yes, so the first planet which is going retrograde on 11th of May is Saturn. Now Saturn is the planet which rules justice, which rules karma, and it is going retrograde. So you can expect, and it is ruling Capricorn, so it is already in its own home and it is going retrograde. So you can expect little things, if they were going very heavy with you, things to go slow. And there's going to be some ease in your life. Then on 13th of May, we have Venus going retrograde. Venus, the planet of love, is going retrograde. Now with Venus going retrograde, a very funny thing happens, that your exes can come back into your life. People with whom you were in earlier relationship, or you did not close the relationship properly, most probably these people, they come back in our lives, they try to connect with us. The reason being that we have not closed the connection properly. So you need to be careful and sort out the issue, whatever was there. If you have left anything unsaid, you better get it out and say it out loud. Then on 14th of May, we have Sun, who is the life giver of the universe, who drives the universe, who is the energy source of our Milky Galaxy. So he is going to move from Aries into 9th house. So 9th house, as I said, rules luck. So its luck is going to be very good, because you have two nice planets, Mercury and Sun. So now Mercury rules your intellect, your finances, but Mercury should be placed well in your natal chart. If Mercury is not placed well in your natal chart, it can give you negative impact as well. So only remedy for that is read Durga Saptashati. It is a very, very powerful way to combat the negative impact of Mercury. Mercury is one planet which gives 3 times and takes away 3 times. So if Mercury is not placed well in your natal chart, my friend, then it can give you a lot of harm. Suppose that on 15th of May going retrograde. So 3 planets, as I said, going retrograde. First is Saturn, then Venus and Jupiter. All 3 going retrograde. Beautiful. And then 21st of May, we have Mercury and Venus on the same axis. They are very much close. They are on the same angle in the same house. So it can happen around 21st of May. There could be some kind of good thing happening in your life, something nice happening in your life. And then 24th of May, we have Mercury entering into Gemini. Now Gemini is your 10th house, and it rules your work, your area of profession, how you stand in the world, your karmic area, and it also rules your father. So as I said, if Mercury is placed well in your natal chart, it is going to give you a very good impact. However, if it is not well placed, then it can give you a negative impact as well. So only thing to please reduce the harm and increase the good impact of Mercury is by chanting Durga Saptashati. So remember to keep on reading Durga Saptashati throughout this month, the month of May. From the beginning till the end, you have to keep on doing it, right? Now let us see what the cards have in store for you. The cards First card is the Fool. Beautiful. So this card says that you have to start your life as a fool. That means you have to be ready. You have to have faith in the universe, and you might not be ready. You might not be ready, but the universe is going to push you. So please go ahead. If you have been thinking of starting something new, this is the right time to go for it, because everything will fall into place the moment you take the first step. So take a step. Please go ahead and trust yourself. It could also be that you are having trust issues. You do not trust, you do not have faith in the enterprise that you're going to start. So this card talks about you having faith in your life, in yourself, so that you can go ahead and start. Now let us see what the second card has in store for you. Page of Pentacles. So this implies that there could be some news coming in regarding money. Pentacle is a sign which we associate with money. So there could be some news regarding with money coming in, some message regarding money coming in. There could be some actual money coming in into your account in the second week of May. Watch out for it. And May itself is the month of Mercury. 5 is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is going to play a very important role. So take care, my dear friends, of Mercury. Third week says that you have a Hangman. So this says that there is a lesson for you to be learned, and it could be that the lesson that you learn will help your soul grow. But the thing is that it is important for you to learn the lesson so that you can grow and go ahead. There is something which was not letting you go. You can see this man is smiling. There is a halo around his head, and he is hung upside down. So in spite of being hung upside down, he is still smiling. So this implies that this lesson which is coming to you in this life, in this point of time, is very important for you, so that you can grow as a soul, as a person, and as a human being in whole. So let it understand, this is going to be a very important lesson for you. So two major arcana cards, beautiful. The major arcana cards, they imply that these are all destined for you. There's hardly anything which you can do about it. So the fourth week we have the Queen of Cups. Now Queen of Cups implies that you are going to be very emotional, super romantic, or you're going to be super romantic or super creative. You can also be super it can happen that you are super possessive about somebody. It could be, if you are a mother, then you need to take a step back. Just understand your boundaries. Do not be extra possessive, extra interfering. And for a wife also, you need to, so just remain into your boundaries. Do not overstep your boundaries, because then that can make the relationship go in a negative manner. And the last week, now let us see what the last week has to say for you. So the last week we have the Emperor. Well. So this card says that you could be very rigid at this point of time. You could be trying to take a decision here for your family, and in the process you would be ignoring what they are saying. It could happen that you are trying to adjust to the societal norms, or you're trying to please the people in society, but in the process you are forgetting your own family, and this can hurt the sentiments of your family members. So do remember to keep in your mind the feelings of your family members. Now let us see what the fairies have to say for you. So the fairies message, let us see what the fairies have to say for you. Flower power. They say spend time with flower and flower essences to increase your personal healing power. So they say that if you are depressed right now, you should use essential oils like maybe you can go in for yang or lavender or chamomile as well, or lemon tree, and peppermint will pep you up. So if you are feeling very lethargic, you can take a handful of salt, put it in your bucket of bathing water, and add 1 drop of peppermint oil and 1 drop of orange essential oil, and this is definitely going to just pep you up. So that's all, my dear Virgos. Thank you for watching, thank you for liking, and thank you for being with us till the end. and he is wishing you that the next month is going to fill your life with a lot of positive energy. Until the time we meet again, this is me saying namaste.